Hello, good evening, everyone. Bonjour et bienvenue. Hello and welcome to the webinar. So today's webinar is, by the way, thank you, Gautam, for this lovely introduction. Today's webinar is on articles, the French articles. In French, there are different types of articles. Well, they sound like a lot, but they are actually not. So you might be knowing that we have definite articles, indefinite articles, article contractions, and partitive articles in French. Okay, they sound confusing because they kind of look similar, but they are actually not. So before I start the webinar, can I have a quick round of introduction about yourself? I would like to know what level of French you are and how new you are to French, and since when are you learning French? Okay. Yes, anyone can start. Jane, Abhishek, Jane, Pragya.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm just a fresher in the French. I'm a learner. I'm a beginner.
Okay, great, Jane. Nice meeting you, Abhishek. Abhishek, Pragyash.
It's Valentina, actually. I'll just rename my
No
name.
problem at all. So no problem. I'll call you Valentina. I'll remember your name. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so I assume that all of you are fresheners, since articles is something which is a very basic topic in French, and I assume all of you are freshers. So I'll be explaining it to you in a very, very simple language. All right. So I like to have the session very interactive. So please feel to raise your digital hand. Ask me questions, stop me, ask me any questions if you do not follow me. I'll definitely keep some time at the end of the webinar for the questions. But then if you feel like you want to stop me and ask me any questions, please do so. Okay. And as I said, my webinars are also interactive. So I'll be asking you questions in between. So please be interactive. Please talk. Okay. We are just all in a way all learners here. Okay. So let's start. Okay. So definite articles. We'll start with definite articles. So as you know from your English knowledge, that definite articles is used when you refer to a specific noun or to a class of nouns. Now, what do you mean by that? Okay, we definitely need some refresher because we have done grammar back in school, and so definitely we need a refresher even for the English language. So specific noun is when you know the person, you know the noun. Okay, so that's a specific noun. For example, somebody is asking, where is the boy? Okay, so they know the boy, and that's why they're asking, where is the boy? Refers to a specific boy. So that's a specific noun. Okay, it is also used in general sense. For example, boys. So boys as a category is also in a general sense, they will use definite articles. Okay. So for example, les garçons. Garçon means boys. So boys as a general noun will also use definite articles. In English, we have the equivalent of definite articles to the. Now let's see what we have in French. Okay. So in French, we have 4 different definite articles. Why? Because in French, the definite articles depend on whether the noun is masculine, its gender, is it masculine, is it feminine, or is it singular or plural? Okay. So based on the type of the noun, the articles differ. Okay. So if you have a masculine singular noun, for example, le garçon, which means the boy, you have to use the definite article le. Okay. Le garçon. All right. If the noun is feminine and singular, for example, the girl, feminine and singular, you have to use the definite article la fille. Okay, la fille, the girl. If the noun starts with a vowel, for example, arbre, école, arbre means tree, école means school, A and E are both vowels. So if the noun starts with a vowel, you have to use the article L apostrophe. Now, why am I spelling it L apostrophe like I spelled here le, la, but L apostrophe? Because L apostrophe merges with the noun and it becomes a single word. L'arbre, the tree. L'arbre, the tea. L'école, the school. Okay, l'école, the school. So what happens? Actually, they have gender. For example, arbre is masculine, école is feminine. But what happens when you write le arbre in French? When two vowels come face to face each other, you have to remove the first vowel, put an apostrophe in its place, and join the second word. And that's why it becomes l'arbre, although arbre is masculine. Okay, and that's why it takes the article L apostrophe. Now, if the noun is feminine, for example, l'école, you have to write la école. But as I said, in French, the rule is no two vowels can come face to face. You have to remove the first vowel. You have to put an apostrophe, okay, and join the second word, l'école. L'école, l'arbre, becomes one word. The tree, the school, okay. And then when the noun is plural, irrespective of the gender, you'll have the article les. How will we pronounce l'arbre? L'arbre. One word, l'arbre. Okay, l'arbre, l'école. Okay, and when the noun is plural, you have to use les, the article les, irrespective of whether it is masculine or feminine. Okay, for example, the children, children is enfant, les enfants. I'm making a liaison here. When a consonant is followed by a vowel in French, you have to make a liaison. Les enfants. S and E gives a Z sound. Les enfants. The children. Okay. Now, as I said, I like to have it interactive. Now, forget the chat box. Please tell me, how will you say the restaurant? So, restaurant means a restaurant as in English. And in French, it is called restaurant. Restaurant. And it is a masculine and singular noun like the boy, like le garçon. So anyone can tell me, how will you say the restaurant?
Un restaurant?
Le restaurant.
Ouais, le restaurant.
Perfect. And park, park means park. The spelling is different, but the pronunciation same, and it means a park. And how will you say the park?
Le parc.
Perfect. And how will you say the fridge? Frigo is a fridge.
Le frigo.
Le frigo. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Excellent. So let's see this feminine nouns. Plage is a beach. Okay. Now someone else. How will you say the beach? Laffy, the girl. Plage, beach. How will you say the beach? Come on. Come on, speak. No. Speak. You can be wrong. You are allowed to be wrong here. Yes, anyone? How will you say the beach? If plage is a feminine noun like the fee, how will you say the beach? So the girl, I'm saying la fille. Plage, la plage. Okay. Yes, Vinod, would you like to say bank? Bank is bank, and it is a feminine noun. Yes.
So la banque.
La banque, excellent. Thank you. Okay.
What?
Perfect. Perfect. All right. So what I'll do is I'll just keep your names here. Let me close the chat box. Okay. Now, as I said, that if the noun starts with a vowel, you use the definite article L apostrophe and you merge it with the word l'arbre, l'école. Enfant is a child. Okay. It begins with E. It's a vowel. How will you say the child? Anyone? Yes, Valentina?
Nothing, ma'am. Sorry, I have just rejoined again due to my poor network connection.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
No problem. No problem. So anyone, how will you say the child? L'enfant. Okay. H is considered a vowel. H is considered a vowel in French. Okay. So you have to treat it as a vowel. Okay. So how will you say the man? Homme is a man. How will you say the man? L'homme. Okay. O is water. All right. How will you say the water? Lo. Okay. Now, final chance. How will you say ozo, the bird? Ozo is a bird. How will you say the bird? Anyone wants to try?
Le zoo.
Lozo. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So you can make all these nouns plural and add the definite article les. For example, we did with the children, les enfants. You can say les restaurants, les filles. Now somebody's tell me about arbre and ozo. How will you make it plural? The trees, the birds.
Les arbres.
Les
Les zoos.
Les ozo.
Ouais.
Excellent. Les ozo. Okay. Les ozo. Perfect. Okay. Here are the answers. Le restaurant, le parc, sorry, there's a spelling mistake here. Le parc, le frigo, la plage, la banque, l'enfant, l'homme, l'eau, l'ozo, les restaurants, les filles, les arbres, les oiseaux. Les oiseaux. All right. Okay. One more chance to practice for those who are shy of speaking. You have one more chance to practice. A very easy way to practice. Okay. Okay, so there is a sentence and I'm going to help you translate the sentence. You just have to identify the definite article. Okay, voiture means car. Okay, garage is a garage. Okay, voiture is a feminine noun and garage is a masculine noun. Okay, and I want to make the sentence: the car is in the garage. The car in the garage is gray. The car in the garage is gray. Okay. So, dash, voiture, dans means in, dash, garage, a, gris. You have the words for all other words as per the English sentence. You just don't have the, okay? So, how will you say the in the case of voiture? How will you say the in the case of garage? Anyone? It's your chance. You take it. So anyone who wants to practice speaking can practice here right now.
Ok, ben, la voiture dans la garage.
Yes. Yes, agrees. Perfect. La voiture dans le garage agrees. Excellent. Okay. You identified the articles correctly. Great. Okay. So one, la voiture dans le garage agrees. One more chance for the shy ones. I'm like hearing only one voice. I would really love to hear some woman's voice, some girl's voice. Okay. So, okay, the girl at the beach is beautiful. You have fille, a, plage, a belle. You have all other words. You just have to write the for girl and the for beach. Both are feminine. Anyone? Perfect. La fille à la plage est belle. Would you like to say the sentence again? You did well. Yes? La fille, you don't pronounce the double L. La fille à la plage est belle. Would you want to say the sentence again? Whoever said the sentence now? Was it Abhishek? Yeah. Would you want to say the sentence again? La fille à la plage est belle. Belle. Okay. Perfect. Excellent. Thank you, Abhishek. Okay. So if you want to learn French, you should remove your shyness of speaking. You can speak it, pronounce it incorrectly because there are people to correct you. And that's how you're going to learn French, by speaking. Okay. All right. So let's move ahead. La fille à la plage est belle. The girl at the beach is beautiful. This is the summary of definite articles. Okay. So if you have a masculine singular noun, you have le or l apostrophe. If you have a feminine and singular noun, you have la and l apostrophe. If you have a plural noun, irrespective of whether it is masculine or feminine, you will have les as the definite article. Okay. Like a nice sentence here, which have all the types of articles. Les oiseaux Ozo, birds, because there is an X in the end, so it's plural. So les oiseaux sont dans le nid. Nid is nest. Le nid, masculin. So le nid. Sur la branche. Branche is the branch and it's femina, so la branche. Les oiseaux sont dans le nid sur la branche. The birds are in the nest on the branch. You have a masculine noun, masculine singular. You have a feminine singular noun. You have a plural noun. So, les oiseaux sont dans le nid sur la branche. Summary of definite articles. When to use what? Okay. So I hope it's clear, and I'll move on to indefinite articles. But then I'll ask once again, if you have any questions, please let me know about definite articles right now. Okay, fine. So we'll go ahead with indefinite articles. So as the case was with definite articles, it refers to a specific noun. With indefinite articles, it is the opposite. It refers to either an unspecific noun or to one or of something, one or some of something. I'll explain that shortly. Okay, unspecific noun, there is a boy under the tree. Don't know which boy, unspecific, we don't know. It's a boy, could be any boy. So it's an unspecific noun. One of something, I have a car, I have one car. I have one car of many cars, right? One of something. Okay. The English equivalent we have for indefinite articles is a, and some. Okay. I'll request to put on mute if the voice is from your side. Okay. All right. All right. So the English equivalent is a, and some. Although some is not an article in English, in French it is. Okay. So some is an adjective in English, but it is used as an indefinite article in French. All right. Again, once again, indefinite articles refers to unspecific nouns or one of something. Unspecific noun, for example, there is a boy under the tree. Don't know which boy, a boy. One of something, I have a car, I have one car. Right. And the English equivalent are a, and some. All right. So here we go. As I said, like based on the type of noun, you have different articles in French. So again, the same pattern, if it's a masculine singular noun, you have the indefinite article un. If it's a feminine singular noun, you have the indefinite article un. Okay. And if it's a plural noun, you have the indefinite article they, which means some. Okay. Un for masculine singular noun, sorry, for masculine singular noun, un for feminine singular noun, they for plural noun. For example, our previous example, garçon was a masculine singular noun. Boy is a masculine singular noun. So you use the indefinite article un garçon, okay? Fille is a girl. It's a feminine singular noun. You use the indefinite article une fille, a girl. A boy, un garçon. A girl, une fille. All right. Enfant means children. Okay. It's plural. It has an S in the end. It is plural. Okay. So it will take the definite article they. Des enfants. I'm making a liaison between S and E. Des enfants. Okay. Des enfants, some children. All right. Practice time. Garçon is masculine and singular. A boy, un garçon. Restaurant is masculine and singular. How will you say a restaurant? Yes? Anyone want to try?
Un restaurant, un bar, un frigo.
Correct. Try saying because un sounds like feminine, okay? It's for the feminine. So un restaurant, un parc, un frigo, okay? And une fille. So plage, which means beach, is also feminine, okay? And singular. Bank, which means bank, is also feminine and singular. So if fille is une fille, a girl is une fille, what will be a beach?
Une plage. Une
Yes.
banque.
Une banque. Excellent. Great, great. You're doing great. I don't know if you already know it, but if you're doing it for the first time, you're doing really great.
Oui, mais je parle français.
Oh, okay. That's great. Nice to know. Okay. Je parle. Anyways. All right. Restaurant. So as enfant is plural. Okay. Enfant is plural. So des enfants, some children. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This always this osio.
Des restaurants. Fille. So fille, you don't have to pronounce the ending consonant in English, in French. Okay. So it is S. So you don't have to pronounce S. Just say fille. Okay. Fille. So how will you say some girls? So DES is they, because you don't have to pronounce the ending consonant. So they. And fille. So how will you say some girls? Yes, Abhishek, try.
This will.
They fille. Okay. They fille. All right. And they and arbre, some trees. Okay. You have to make a liaison here. Anyone want to try this liaison? They, arbre. S and A come together, a consonant and a vowel come together, and you have des arbres. Excellent, Abhishek. Des arbres. Okay. And ozo is plural, birds. So some birds.
This osio.
Des oiseaux. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So here are the answers. Un restaurant, un parc, un frigo, une plage, une banque, des restaurants, des filles, des arbres, because here you don't need to make liaison, both are consonants. Here both are consonants, you don't have to make liaison. Here one is a consonant, vowel, there is a consonant followed by a vowel, you have to make liaison. Des arbres, des oiseaux. Okay. Some trees, some birds. Excellent. Great going. All right. So, okay. There is a boy in the room. Il y a means there is. Okay. Garçon is a boy. Dans la chambre, in the room. All you have to do is write the indefinite. Il y a un. Perfect. Okay. I know you want to say you have in mind but there is a tendency to say un because that's how it looks. But try saying okay. Il y a un garçon dans la chambre. Excellent. Excellent. Il y a un garçon dans la chambre. Il y a dash fille dans le jardin. Perfect, Abhishek. Il y a une fille dans le jardin. Perfect. Okay. Now see here. So there is a girl in the garden. So first you use an indefinite article because you don't know what girl. Now, yes, dans le jardin. Now you know which fille you're talking about in the second part of the sentence. Perfect. Excellent. So you'll use a definite article for the second part of the sentence. Il y a une fille dans le jardin. La fille est belle. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. So here's the summary of indefinite articles. You have a for masculine singular noun like chien. Chien means dog. Okay. You have un for feminine singular noun like chat. Chat means cat, a female cat. And animal is animals. It can also mean pets, and it is plural because it has an X in the end. So you have they for indefinite articles for plural, and because S and A are coming together, a consonant is followed by a vowel. You will make a liaison. Des animaux. Un chien, un chat, des animaux. Okay. Masculin singular noun. Un. Feminine singular noun. Un. And plural, which means some, for masculine, feminine, both they. Okay. So, for example, j'ai des animaux. I have some pets. Un chien, a dog, et un chat, and a cat. Okay. All the three types of definite, indefinite articles. So clear indefinite articles. I hope it's clear. You have any questions? Ask me, or then we can go ahead. Any questions on indefinite articles?
How will you pronounce this?
Pronounce which word?
No, the part sentence.
Sorry, could you be a bit louder?
The sentence above.
Oh, the sentence above. J'ai is I have, des animaux, j'ai des animaux, un chien, et un. Actually, you can make a liaison, but I'm just for stressing on the article, I'm saying it separately. Or you can say est un chat. J'ai des animaux, un chien, et un chat.
It's clear.
Clear, right? Okay, excellent. So we learned about definite articles. We learned about indefinite articles. Now let's move ahead to article contractions. Okay. Now here it gets a bit complicated, but it is not. If you just kind of follow the logic, it is not. Okay. So what happens? The definite articles le, la, l apostrophe, and le. Okay. When they are preceded by
Pardon?
yes, please.
Can you please send me this article after class?
Send what? Sorry, I didn't get your. Sorry, please, could you repeat?
Can you please can you send this
Presentation? You want the
after
presentation?
the class?
Yeah, sure. I'll leave it to the institute because like it's with the institute. So yes, you can get in touch with the institute for the presentation. Okay. Fine. All right. So let's see. Let's focus on understanding the article contractions now. Okay. So as I said, if you have the definite articles le, la, l apostrophe, and le, okay, when they are preceded by a preposition a, okay, a. In French, a means to, okay, to, it can mean to or in, all right. So when they are preceded by the preposition a, there are article contractions for the masculine singular, okay, the masculine singular and the plural noun. Okay, let's see how. So, masculine singular noun, definite article le, okay. So, I am going to the park. The is le here, okay, and to is a. When a and le come together in French, you're not supposed to write a le. It contracts, a le contracts to o. Je vais au parc. So, this to the gets contracted to o. A le gets contracted to o. Okay, so masculine singular noun a and le gets contracted to o. Fine. I'm going to the park. Je vais means I'm going to the park. Je vais au parc. To the is o. Je vais au parc. Okay. So I go to the restaurant or I am going to the restaurant. How will you say this? Can anyone want to try?
Je vais au restaurant.
Perfect. Excellent. Je vais au restaurant. Yes, perfect. All right. So if the noun is feminine and singular, for example, plage. Plage is a feminine and singular noun. And you want to say, I am going to the beach. In this case, the to, the will be a and la. It won't change. It will remain the same. Okay, it will remain a and la. You don't have to change it in the case of feminine singular noun. So I Je vais à la plage. Perfect. And bank is feminine and singular. How will you say I'm going to the bank? Je vais.
à la bank.
Ah, perfect. Excellent. Okay. All right. If the noun is starting with a vowel, okay, then to the is a and l apostrophe, as you know. And the l apostrophe is along with the word which it is attached to. So école means school and it starts with a vowel. Okay. If the noun is starting with a vowel, you have a plus l apostrophe. You do not change it. You keep it the same. You do not contract it. Okay. So je vais à l'école. I'm going to the school. Je vais à l'école. Église. Église is church. L'église, the church. Okay. Église is church. How will you say I'm going to the church? Anyone? L'église. Perfect. Je vais à l'église. You do not contract a and l apostrophe. You keep it separate. Okay. If it's a plural noun, then you contract. So you have les for plural nouns, as you know. Okay. So then you contract. I'm going to the United States, to and the. Les, États-Unis. États-Unis is the French way of saying United States. Les, you have to contract it to aux. AUX, aux. Je vais aux États-Unis. X and E forms a liaison and it gives a Z sound. Je vais aux États-Unis. Je vais aux États-Unis. Okay. So you can make anything a plural, as I said. You can make a feminine noun also plural. So beach, beach, I made it plage, les plage. Okay. So I made it plural. So how will you say I'm going to the beaches?
GYO Tesla.
Or je vais
Tesla.
au plage, because a and les contracts to au. Okay. Here are the answers. One second. Je vais au restaurant, je vais à la banque, je vais à l'église, je vais au plage. Okay. So here are the contractions, article contractions. You just have to remember for the masculine singular, you make it au. For the plural noun, you make it AUX. A and le, you make it AUX. For masculine singular, a and le, you make it o. And the rest remains the same. Ala remains same. A, L apostrophe remains same. Je vais au restaurant. Je vais à la banque. Je vais à l'église. Je vais au plage. All right. Okay, so this was article contractions with the preposition a. Now let us see with the, okay, we have some examples here just in case you want to try. So, bureau is a masculine and singular noun. How will you say I'm going to the office? Je vais. Quickly, come on. Bureau is office. How will you say I'm going to the office?
Je vais au bureau.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. All right. Bank, as I said, is singular and feminine noun. How will you say I'm going to the bank?
Je vais à la banque.
Perfect. Perfect. And how will you say I'm going to the school? You already know école. Okay, there's an à l'école. Perfect. You don't contract it. À l'école. And montagne, I made it plural. Montagne is mountain. Oh, montagne. Chaque été, every summer. Perfect. Excellent. You got it. You got the article contractions with the preposition with the preposition a. Okay. Now let us see what happens with the preposition the. The means of. Okay. The contraction happens with of and the. Okay. The is of an indefinite article the. So similarly, based on the type of noun, if it's a masculine singular noun, the, le, okay, you have le as the for a masculine singular noun, it becomes du. For example, le park, the center of the park, of is the, and the is le, it becomes du. Le centre du parc est loin d'ici. The center of the park is far from here. Le centre du parc est loin d'ici. Anyone wants to try reading this sentence?
Center du parc is going to see.
Est loin d'ici, perfect, is far from here. So of the, because park is masculine, the le became du. All right. All right. Now if it's a feminine singular noun, for example, chambre means room, and it's feminine and singular. Okay. So you have the center of the room is occupied by the people. All right. Of the room. Of is the is la, because room is feminine. So the la, it doesn't contract. It remains the same. Le centre de la chambre est occupé par les gens. The center of the room is occupied by people. All right. Fine. Now, noun starting with a vowel, similarly as in the case of preposition or, even in the case of preposition the, you do not contract it. You keep it the and L apostrophe. Okay. Let's take our example of l'église. the church, l'église. Okay. The center of the church is prohibited for the strangers. Le centre de l'église est interdit pour les étrangers. Okay, de l'église, you do not contract it. Le centre de l'église est interdit. Okay, you do not contract the and le. You keep it as it is. You do not contract the and la. You keep it as it is. You contract the and le. You make it du. Le centre du parc. Le centre de la chambre. Le centre de l'église. And in the case of les, you contract. The city centers are always occupied. The and les. Okay. Le centre de les villes, le centre des villes sont toujours occupés, always occupied. Les centres des villes sont toujours occupés. So again, masculine singular and plural noun, you are contracting. Feminine singular and noun starting with a vowel, you are not contracting. Okay. So let's try our knowledge now. The owner of the restaurant is my friend. Okay, restaurant is masculine of the. So it will come the le. And how will you say this in French? Owner is, yeah, du, perfect. Okay, du restaurant. So, le propriétaire du restaurant est mon ami. Est mon ami. Okay, perfect. At least you got the contraction. The rest is actually a part of vocabulary, which definitely will come after you're learning French. But yes, you got the contraction. Du restaurant. Perfect. Now, la banque, feminine. The name of the bank. How will you say of the bank?
De la
banque. De la banque. Perfect. Le nom de la banque va changer. Is going to change. Perfect. Now, école. École is school. The students of the school. How will you say of the school? The. See here. The l'école. The students of de l'école. Les étudiants de l'école sont intelligents. Okay, are intelligent. Perfect. Now, the students of the schools, I have made the school plural, are going to participate. I'll tell what is are going to participate, but how will you say of the schools? So, the and les become des écoles. Perfect. You make a liaison because S is followed by a vowel, so you make a liaison. Des écoles. Okay. So, les étudiants des écoles won't participate, are going to participate, won't participate. Here are the answers if you want to read. Le propriétaire du restaurant est mon ami. Le nom de la banque va changer. De la banque, du restaurant. Les étudiants de l'école sont intelligents. De l'école. Les étudiants des écoles of the schools won't participate, are going to participate. Okay. Okay. Here's your chance to practice. Les fleurs dash jardin sont jolies. The flowers of the garden are pretty. Okay. Jardin is masculin. How will you say of the? Du. Excellent. Les fleurs du jardin sont jolies. Excellent. The door of the house is closed. House is maison. And maison is feminine. De la maison est fermée. Excellent. Very, very good. Excellent. Now, let's see a vowel. An entreprise. Entreprise is a company. La directrice. The l'entreprise. Perfect. Perfect. A formidable. It's formidable. Les portes des magasins sont fermées. Oh, sorry, I have already done that. I've already done that. Okay. Les magasins sont fermés. All right. Perfect. All right. So here it is. Du, de la, the L apostrophe, de l'entreprise, du jardin, de la maison, des magasins sont fermés. Perfect. Here is a summary of article contractions. If you have a and le, you have to make it o. If you have a and le, you have to make o with an X. If you have the and le, you have to make it do. If you have the and le coming together, you have to make it de. But la and a remains ala. L apostrophe and a remains a L apostrophe. La and the remains dela. L apostrophe and the remains the and L apostrophe. Okay, this is the summary of article contractions. Any questions before you start one more mysterious topic on articles of French? This is again where most of the students have confusion, partitive articles. But do you have any questions on article contractions? Okay, it's clear, quite clear. I can make out from your answers that you all understood it. So let's look at the final part of the articles. That's article partitives. Okay. So here also you have do and dela, but they have nothing to do with the article contractions. The article contractions are a different grammar, and partitive articles are totally different. Okay, though you have do and dela here and the L apostrophe here also. Okay, but they mean something totally different. All right, don't be confused between partitive articles and article contractions. So when do you use a partitive article? You use a partitive article when you're speaking of an unspecified quantity of an uncountable noun. A noun that you cannot count as 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's an uncountable noun. Okay, and you're referring to an unspecified quantity of that noun. Usually, these nouns relate to food, liquid, or some other uncountable noun. Okay, it not necessarily it's food or liquid, but mostly food and liquid are non-countable nouns, and you use partitive articles for them. For example, milk, sugar, salt. Okay, you use partitive articles for nouns that are not countable. And when you're mentioning an unspecified quantity, you're not mentioning the quantity. Okay, probably you're just saying some or any. So in English, there is no equivalent article. You do not have partitive articles in English. Okay, but sometimes you can say that you use some as a partitive article, you use any as a partitive article, or you do not use any partitive article in English. For example, you can say, do you have some milk? Do you have any milk? Or do you have milk? Okay, you can say any of the thing. Okay, so in English, there is no equivalent really very strict equivalent. But sometimes some is used as some or any are used as an English equivalent. Okay. All right, let's see the partitive articles. Now again, it all starts with the type of the noun. What is the gender of the noun? What is the number of the noun? Is it masculine? Is it feminine? Is it singular? Is it plural? Okay. So if the noun is masculine and singular, for example, lait. Lait means milk. Sukr. Sukr is also masculine and singular. Okay. Then if you want to say, you do not mention a quantity, you can probably say some. Okay. So then if you want to say some milk and some sugar, you have to use the partitive article do. Okay. So I would like some milk. Je voudrais du lait. Je voudrais du lait. Okay. I would like some sugar. Je voudrais du sucre. Je voudrais du sucre. I would like some sugar. All right. If the noun is feminine and singular, okay, not large. Sorry, that's just, I forgot to take it out. If the noun is feminine and singular, like farine, flour, like wheat flour. Okay. So it's food, non-countable. You don't count flour as 1, 2, 3. It's non-countable. And if you want to say some flour, you can say je voudrais de la farine. Okay. So do in case of masculine singular noun, de la in case of feminine singular noun. Je voudrais de la farine. I would like some flour. Avez-vous de la soupe? Do you have any soup? Avez-vous de la soupe? Do you have any soup? Okay. De la soup. Soup is also feminine and singular noun. Now, what happens when the noun starts with L apostrophe? You just keep it as the and L apostrophe. Je voudrais de l'eau. De l'eau. Okay. The L apostrophe. I would like some water. Je voudrais de l'eau. All right. And if it is plural, you use they. They. Okay. Same options, but it has got nothing to do with article contractions. Okay. Je voudrais des œufs. I would like some eggs. Okay. Because you're not mentioning the quantity, you use partitive articles do, de la, the L apostrophe and they. Je voudrais des œufs. I would like some eggs. Du, de la, the L apostrophe, they. Okay. Now, what happens when you mention the quantity? When you mention the quantity, you change it to the. It's always the when you mention the quantity. When quantity is mentioned, for example, I would like some milk. Je voudrais du lait. Je voudrais un litre de lait. Okay, un litre de lait, a liter of milk. Then you say the lait. Okay, un litre de. Okay, because here it changes to the preposition of. Like I would like a liter of milk. Okay, so what you're writing is I would like a liter of milk. You do not need do because do is some. I would like some milk. So when you mention the quantity, you have to use of. I would like a liter of milk. I would like, je voudrais un peu de lait. I would like a little bit of milk. Okay. Je voudrais un kilo de sucre. I would like some sugar. Je voudrais du sucre. But if I want to say je voudrais un kilo de sucre, I want 1 kg of sugar. So this of is the. So when you're mentioning the quantity, you change the do to the. Always use the when you're mentioning quantity. And the quantity could also be something like indefinite quantity, like beaucoup. Beaucoup means a lot. Even then, you say je voudrais beaucoup de sucre. Okay, beaucoup is also some indication of quantity. So you have to use the. Je voudrais beaucoup de sucre. I want a lot of sugar. All right. See here. Je voudrais de la farine. I want some flour. Je voudrais un kilo de farine. Sorry, I forgot to remove this la. It's un kilo de farine. Okay. Un kilo de farine. There is no la here. Je voudrais un kilo de farine. Okay. All right. Also, if when you're mentioning negative quantity, for example, you're mentioning that I don't have anything, zero quantity, even that is a quantity. So which means you have mentioned the quantity and you say, so pada means, no pada means I don't have any. So je n'ai pas de soup, I don't have any soup. Pa de, because don't, zero quantity is also some quantity. So you have to use the. Je n'ai pas de soup. Je n'ai pas de soup. Okay. So when the quantity is not mentioned, you're saying some and you use do, de la, the apostrophe. Sorry, there was a network interruption from my side. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, fine. There was a bit of network interruption from my side. Okay, so when you do not mention the quantity, you say some, you use the partitive articles do, de la, the, L apostrophe they. If you quantity, you mention of, the, a litre de lait, un peu de lait, un kilo de sucre, beaucoup de sucre, un kilo de farine, pas de soup. Okay, okay. So when the noun is with a vowel, je voudrais de l'eau, I would like some water. But when you say one bottle of water, you're quantifying it. So je voudrais un bouteille d'eau. What happened? Because the and o, two e's are coming face to face, two vowels face to face. The first vowel goes away, apostrophe takes its place, and the second word gets joined to the first word. Do. Je voudrais un bouteille d'eau. It's actually the o, but because of the vowel coming together, it's do. Je voudrais un bouteille d'eau. I would like a bottle of water. You quantified the water. A bottle of water. Okay. Je voudrais des œufs. I would like some eggs. Je voudrais une douzaine d'œufs. Une douzaine. I would like a dozen of eggs. Je voudrais une douzaine d'œufs. Okay. So when you quantify, mention the quantity followed by the noun. Okay. And when partitive articles are used, when you are not mentioning the quantity, you have to use do for masculine singular noun, dala for feminine singular noun, the L apostrophe for nouns starting with a vowel and are singular. For all plural nouns, you have to use. Okay, that is it about partitive articles. Again, very simple. This is the summary of partitive articles. Remember this sandwich, this avocado tomato sandwich. Okay, what do you need for an avocado tomato sandwich? You need some bread, du pain. You need some tomatoes, de la tomate. You need some avocado, de l'avocat, de l'avocat. Okay, so remember the avocado sandwich and you remember the partitive articles. Du pain, de la tomate, de l'avocat. And plural is they. Okay. So here it is. So if the noun is masculine and singular, it can be either do or the L apostrophe. If the noun is feminine and singular, it can be de la or the L apostrophe. If the noun is plural, irrespective of the gender, it will be they. All right. So du pain, de la tomate, de l'avocat, and they sandwich in plural. Okay, so that is about articles. Open to questions, open to more practice. If you want, you can tell me a sentence and I can tell you how to use either partitive articles or definite articles or indefinite articles. Okay, be free to share anything, be free to ask anything. It's your time now. Is it so how many of you feel that the articles are more easy to you now, or you have a clarity on the type of French articles? How many of you feel that? You can raise your digital hand, like you can raise your digital hand on the Zoom, or you can unmute yourself and say yes. Okay, thanks. Perfect. Ethan, Valentina, perfect. Thank you. If you have any questions, please do let me know.
Ma'am, what will be the duration of this course?
You're talking about the A1 level course from IFL. It's 60 hours duration.
Okay. And timing, what would be the timing?
Well, that depends upon the students, what suits them. But I think you can get in touch with the institute for a more detailed information, because that depends on whether you're taking it online, offline. So yes, I think you can contact the institute for that. Definitely, because it will. We have all different types of timings, and I think it depends on the convenience of the students.
True, that's true. So it is going to be a group class, right?
There are two types of classes. You also have group classes like batches, but then if there is a specific requirement, I also have customized courses, as in one-to-one sessions.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Welcome. Any questions on articles? Or any other questions? Yes, please feel to ask. You have another 5 to 10 minutes.
Ma'am, just one last thing I want to ask. I missed of today's class. Is it possible that I can get a recording so I can see it?
Yes, I think the institute will get in touch with the participants and share the recordings or the presentation.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, sure. All right. So if there are no questions, then Gautam, would you like to take over?
Hello.
Yeah, Shilpa. Yeah, hi.
Yeah, thank you, Meena. It is a wonderful webinar. Thanks to all.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, all participants.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much. Au
Thank you.
revoir. Au revoir.